The sky above Siberia tore open that morning, not with thunder, but with a light so blinding it scorched the retina for miles away. Then came the heat, a blistering wave that ignited the very air, followed by a shock wave so immense it ripped through the earth, tossing entire villages like toys and leaving millions of trees laid flat, pointing away from an unseen epicenter. But when the dust settled, there was no crater, no impact. Just oblivion, raining down from a perfectly clear sky. Welcome back, storytellers. Today, we re-journeying into one of Earth's most perplexing and terrifying cosmic mysteries. The day a forest was obliterated from the sky. By the end of this journey, you'll not only grasp the sheer, unfathomable power unleashed that day, but also confront the chilling reality of our planet's vulnerability to the unknown forces lurking beyond our atmosphere. If you're as fascinated by these hidden chapters of our world as I am, take a moment to hit that subscribe button. It helps us continue to unearth and share these forgotten tales. So, let's step back into the silent, ancient heart of the Siberian taiga. Just moments before the world changed forever, the sizzlant, ancient heart of the Siberian taiga. This was a place where life moved to the rhythms of the seasons, dictated by the vast whispering forests and the winding rivers. In the early summer of 1908, specifically the morning of June 30th, the routine was no different for the scattered communities of Awenki natives and Russian settlers. The air was crisp, the sun rising over an endless tapestry of larch, spruce, and pine. For many, the day would have begun with the quiet tending of reindeer herds, the rustle of leaves underfoot as they tracked game, or the preparation of simple meals in smoke-filled log cabins. Imagine, if you will, the serene hush-off, a Siberian dawn. Perhaps a small family is just waking, the children stirring in their sleeping bags, the smell of wood smoke clinging to the air. A man might be sharpening an axe, preparing for a day's work. The rhythmic shink of steel against stone, the loudest sound for miles around. This was the world, vast and untamed, that was about to be profoundly, terrifyingly interrupted. The day of fire. Eyewitness accounts then, it began. Not with a whisper, but with a light. A light so impossibly brilliant that it tore across the sky, leaving an indelible scar on the memories of those who saw it. From hundreds of kilometers away, it was described as a bluish light, almost as bright as the sun itself, moving swiftly across the heavens, leaving a faint trail in its wake. Theophan Farkov, born in 1897. Tive of fire flying across the sky to the south of Yerbogakin. A village situated in the northern part of the Irkutsk region. Observed it moving rapidly, noting its oblong shape, with a darker head followed by a trail of flame and sparks. This celestial visitor, for a fleeting moment, outshone the very star that gives us life. Closer to the horizon, for those just a few hundred miles from the epicenter, the spectacle escalated. A flash, producing a billowing cloud, was followed by what witnesses called a pillar of fire that painted the entire landscape in a terrifying red glow. This pillar of fire, reaching high into the sky, then seemed to split in two, fading away and turning to an ominous black. It was an unearthly display, a cosmic invasion of a peaceful morning. Witnessed by thousands of people over a radius of 1,500 kilometers, but the light was only the prelude to a far more visceral assault on the senses. With the blinding flash came an intense, searing heat. Semenov, whose testimony was recorded by Leonid Kulik's expedition in 1930, vividly recounted the moment. At that moment, I became so hot that I could unbear it, as if my shirt was on fire. From the northern side, where the fire was, came strong heat. Wanted to tear off my shirt and throw it down. This wasn't merely the warmth of the sun, it was the ferocious, instantaneous heat of an explosion, capable of igniting clothing from a distance. Another report from the Royal Observatory Greenwich described how the sky seemed to split in two, and fire appeared high and wide over the forest. The split in the sky grew larger, and the entire northern side was covered with fire. Imagine that moment, the sudden, unimaginable inferno engulfing everything, not touching the ground, but radiating from the very air above. It was enough to cause actual burns, to make people instinctively try to tear off their clothes in a desperate attempt to escape the searing wave. Then, about 10 minutes after the initial visual phenomena, came the sound. What words could truly capture a sound of such magnitude? Witnesses struggled, describing it in terms that hinted at its sheer, overwhelming power. For some, it was a horrific thump, followed by what felt like an earthquake. For others, it was a mighty bang in the sky, a powerful crash. From the village of Kezemskoy, a report noted, at 7:43 the noise akin to a strong wind was heard. Immediately afterward a horrific thump sounded, followed by an earthquake that literally shook the buildings as if they were hit by a large log or a heavy rock.